Hi, my name is Kevin Johnson, the Suspender Mender. Let me show you the features of my suspenders that I think make them the best. I'll start with my patented belt loop attachment. It's made out of solid stainless steel. It's only a 1/16 of an inch thick, and it attaches to your belt loop in a very secure manner. It won't come off even when they're slack in the straps. For example, when you lower them off your shoulders, it stays attached. It actually inverts so it doesn't create any torque or twisting. And then you can put them back up without them coming off. But when you need to take them off, they're very quick and easy to remove. It's very quick and easy. Here's a close-up of my attachment in action. As I mentioned before, if you bend over and there's slack, it doesn't come off. But when you want to take it off, take your hand from the opposite side and put 2 fingers under the belt loop and compress the belt loop back in the attachment and guide the leading edge up and out the exit channel. Now, one thing you want to be careful is that you seat it completely in the resting channel. For example, if it's like this, it's going to slip off. So you have to make sure that it's completely attached in the resting channel. The next thing I wanted to show you is the features of my newly redesigned back piece. And it addresses several issues that will improve the performance of your suspenders. Now, one of the things I've noticed with wearing suspenders in the past is the tendency of the suspenders straps to slide down your shoulders. You know, that uncomfortable feeling where you're constantly readjusting them back up closer on towards your neck. And what I think is critical is to place that back piece high enough on your back that keeps the suspenders in tight. And I'll turn around and show you where I think that sweet spot is in a second. I'm wearing Dockers chinos right now. This particular pair of pants has 6 belt loops, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 2 on the side. There's no center back loop. But when I turn around, I want you to notice that that back piece is about three quarters of the way up my back, in between my shoulder blades. So it's fairly high, and it's above the level of my armpits. So I'm going to turn around so you can have a look. So I'm going to turn my suspenders around right now so I can show you better how the back piece works. Another nice thing about belt loop attachments is that you can just feel them there and attach it up without actually seeing it. So one thing that is different about the way I set up, most suspenders would have a continuous strap going over one shoulder all the way down, and the same on the other side. Mine are actually divided up in differently. So this is one strap, right? The bottom part is one strap, and the top part is one strap too. It actually goes through here and out the other side. When you're looking at this side of this strap, it's actually the back side of this side. So this is one continuous strap, this is one continuous strap. Now, one thing that I don't do is I don't make these ahead of time. So when you place an order, I start making them. I don't make them ahead of time, so they're made to order. That gives you the opportunity to tell me how long you want this back strap. because that's going to allow you to place this back piece higher up if you're particularly big. For example, if you have a large waist size, then your belt loops are going to be further apart on your pants than somebody who's not as big. And so that length has to be bigger. And if you have a long torso, then you're also going to need a longer piece of strap. So I try to target the length of the strap to be as long as it should be, to be about 3/4 the way up your back if I can. And if it's too long, the nice thing about my suspenders is there's no sewing in it. You can take off the attachments in the slide adjuster, cut it shorter to where you want it, and heat seal the edge with something like a hot knife that you can get in a wood burning kit so that the ends won't fray, and you'll have them custom sized to your liking. Now, the other nice thing about this setup, with this being free to move, is this angle. Not all belt loops are the same position on your pants. So some may be very wide, some may be closer together, like on these pants are about like here. It also allows me to change, or allows you to convert your X back to a Y back. So to do that, you just take off all the hardware, put on one of the attachments, and I have a special attachment that closes that loop that's also adjustable so that you can actually convert your X back to a Y back and then back again if you want to. Now, one trick I'd like to show you with your X back, if you need a Y back, on a temporary basis, let's say you're going out to do some work and your work pants have a center back belt loop and you got your suspender set up as an X back, you can use this as a Y back. Just connect both attachments to the center back belt loop. And obviously this isn't, if this were turned around, this would be centered and it would work perfectly fine. It'd be a bit thicker than ideal, but if you're going to wear it as a Y back, you can convert it to a thinner option. I'll show you that in a minute. The other thing, like I said, that's nice about this is that this setup provides a nice pivot point right here where both of the straps are going through a channel here, so that these straps can adjust without puckering to different angles, and the whole thing lies pretty flat and looks nice. So let me just show you, how thin that attachment is. So I took the exact same X-back suspenders that you've been looking at throughout this video, and I converted them to a Y-back. And I had to change my pants to one that had a center back belt loop. And so let's take a look. So I've turned around the Y-back suspenders so you can see more of the details. What you'll notice is that Y-back doesn't have a slide adjuster that's visible, so it has even a more clean appearance on the back. And inside, again, it has a smooth and clean finish. The one disadvantage is that because the distance straight down to your belt loop with the Y-back is shorter than the strap that it takes to make the X-back, there's more excess strap that could hang out. So you have a couple of options. You could cut it off, but if you did, you wouldn't be able to recreate the same X-back with the height of the back piece at the same height. So here's a little trick. So what you can do is, with that excess strap, slide it under the attachment like so, and then this is free to slide. You can adjust it so it's tucked around so that it won't hang out. Now, the other option you have is that I sell the exact same strap on my website that I use to make my suspenders at a fraction of the cost that a suspender would cost. So you can buy a 12-foot length, and then you would have extra strap to make maybe two back lengths of strap, one for X and one for Y back, which is another option. The other nice thing about having that strap available is that you can change the color of your suspenders. You can reuse the hardware that you already have and make a different suspender with a different color. I've taken a pair of suspenders and turned them inside out so you can see how they're finished on the inside. And they are nice enough really to wear inside out and probably nobody would notice. One thing you'll notice is that there's no stitching whatsoever in any of my suspenders, so the inside has a very neat and clean finish. The ends are always hidden in between two layers of straps, so the ends are never exposed. And this particular suspender I'm wearing right now is a Y-back, so you can see how the Y-back is finished. And also notice the pair of pants I'm wearing right now has 7 belt loops, which means there's a center back belt loop, and there's also a couple of side ones that could be used for an X-back. Now, because there's no sewing involved in my suspenders, if you wanted, for example, with an X-back, you could have the slide adjusters showing, and in the back you could actually have them hidden this way if you wanted less metal showing. I want to talk about the quality of the materials I use to make my suspenders. The straps are woven polyester elastic, imported from Belgium, but from a company named Gevart. It comes in beige, black, gray, navy, olive, and white, and it may be hard to see those colors very well in this lighting. The hardware is all solid stainless steel. You'll notice that all the corners have been rounded to make them more comfortable when you're wearing them. And they go through a multi-step finishing process to give them a very nice, smooth finish. This is my center back piece. This is the attachment. These are the slide adjusters. And this is the connector I use with my Y-backs to connect the two ends of the strap in the back. The hardware comes with a limited lifetime warranty, meaning that as long as I'm in business, if you have a problem with one of the pieces of hardware, just send it back to me and I'll either fix it or replace it. I changed my suspenders back to an X-back style, and now I have a pair of pants that have 7 belt loops, 2 in the front, 2 on the side, and 3 in the back that you can't see. But this type of pants can be used with either the X-back or Y-back style. And I went to Walmart recently, and both Lee and Wrangler have blue jeans that, starting with waist size 34 inches, have 7 belt loops that you could use with either my X-back or Y-back. So let me turn around so you can take a look at what they look like attached to as an X-back. I'm confident you're going to love my suspenders. But if you buy a pair and don't, you have 90 days to return them for a full refund. I'll even pay for return shipping if mailed within the United States and you use U.S. Postal Service grounded on your service. Just send back the 10 pieces of stainless steel hardware. You can keep the straps. Start enjoying the reliability, the comfort, the ease of use, the adjustability, and the only suspenders I know that you can convert back and forth between X and Y back styles. All this with an understated style that'll make you look great whether you're wearing dress pants or work pants, like I do when I'm in the shop making you the best belt loop suspenders that I can. Order a pair today, and thank you for watching my video.